Hello ladies and gents, welcome to my reaction video of the semifinal between Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer. Novak Djokovic won in 3 straight sets. It was expected victory from his side. He won 7-6, 6-4, 6-3 against Roger Federer, who really tried to do his best in the first 2 sets, but Novak was just supreme because he's the best player in the world right now. He's the most complete player, maybe of all time, at least in my opinion. And he loves to play these big matches, especially against guys like Federer and Nadal, where he have the upper hand. He will always beat them, I think, in Grand Slams. Maybe Rafa can take him out at the French Open, but Novak has been sending out signals in every of his matches that he's the man to beat, and nothing changed that today. Even though the match was shaky in the beginning, they traded the break point opportunities. They broke each other 3 times in the first 4 games. Federer twice. He went up in a 4-1 lead, 4-2, 5-2, and he was serving for the first set. And Federer, when it most matters, he failed. Novak broke in serve in 0, and then later on served from 4-5 down and equaled the match. And that's when I knew that this set is going to go to tiebreak, and Novak is going to win that match, and the set and the match, because after that Roger was finished, in my opinion. I knew that he will never recover from this. Not that he was playing bad, but if you have seen the earlier matches against Milman and Sangren, Federer has struggled big time. Saved match points, came back from the dead, get out of free jail card, but this time it doesn't work on Novak Djokovic because he doesn't give you those opportunities. Novak only did like, I think it was 18 unforced errors in this match. I think 11 or 12 of them were in the first set. So that's where Roger had his chance, but he didn't take it. At least he didn't blew any match points in this match. But anyway, Novak, all in all, he's a much better player pound for pound. Roger is the more artistic player. He's the most watchable player, but Novak is just a machine. He's a wall. He's a mean machine. He does what he always does when he plays at Australian Open. He never loses a semifinal or a final, and he will be very hard to beat in the final, even if Dominic Thiem reaches the final, which I believe, but none of Thiem or Zverev can take. Maybe Thiem can take him out. He has the best chances because he hits so hard. He can hit through Novak. He can do what Wawrinka have done before when I've beaten Djokovic in the finals. Hit hard and through him, serve good, and just serve, hitting those nuclear bombs of ground strokes. Because I believe that this court is a little bit slower, and that gives time for Dominic Thiem to swing his huge weapons, and that can finally be the decider in that if he reaches the final. But I don't believe that Novak will lose from now. All right, about Federer's performance, he started out ultra aggressive. He had the same game plan as the night of finals. He started out very fast, aggressive, served okay, hit many winners, and created a lot of unforced errors also. But he was up in the lead, made Novak do those unforced errors. But later on, Novak came back, took the advantage. Roger gave him a little slight of hope in the first set, and Novak took that and came back and demolished him in the tie break. And after that, they went up toe-to-toe, 4-4, and then Novak broke him and won the set. And after that, it was pretty much over, folks. Roger can't recover from that, even though he has shown in these tournament, that he's a fighter. He saved match points against Sangren. He was almost packing his bag home after when he played against Milman. Age is just a number, my friends, because if you say he's old, why does he reach semifinals? Why is Roger still consistent? That's the difference. If you're old, then you're starting to lose the first and second rounds. But Roger hasn't done that. He's still there competing. He was the last among the last four standing. So great results for Roger. Anyway, he lost to a much better player today. You can't say nothing against that. And the key moments in the match, I believe, was that Novak Djokovic won 50% of his second service return against Federer's serve, and he only did 89 force errors. And when he approached the net, he did that with good result. Federer when he did reach the net, he lost 10 out of 30 attempts, so he won 20 of those opportunities. That's not enough. It's around 62%, I think 63%, and that's not okay. And Roger saved more break points than Novak did. He converted those breakpoint chances better than him, but it didn't matter because he broke him mostly in the first set. And Novak, he's too solid, he's too fluid. Roger shrinks the court to his favor, but Novak does the opposite. He makes the court bigger for himself. He gets those ball. He slides. He has superb court coverage. He was just a better player. He won 73% of his first serves in and 54% of his second serves. And Roger won 66% of his first serves in and 42 of his second serves in. That's also a factor that weighed this match to Novak's favor. So all in all, Novak, rock solid, impressive. Sometimes I believe he's inhuman, but he's just too good for Roger Federer. Roger can't come up with an average play against a player like Novak Djokovic. He has to perform from the start to the end. And those who can take Novak out before this tournament, I said to myself and a couple of friends that Novak's biggest threats in this tournament are not Nadal and Djokovic. His biggest threats are these hard-hitting players like ball machines like Medvedev, Thiem, those Tsitsipas maybe. Those are the guys that can beat him. If anybody beats it, it will be one of them. I don't think Zverev can beat him. Of course he can. He has a chance like everybody else, but he has served superbly in this tournament. He has done a great job so far. He has reached his first and maiden semifinal. Dominic Thiem has beaten Novak twice before at Grand Slams, 2 times at Roland Garros, and he lost their first Grand Slam meeting at Roland Garros also. So they have met there 3 times. Dominic has won twice. He has the capacity to do that, of course. Even Zverev have that, but I give my edge to Thiem. If anybody's gonna beat Novak, it will perhaps be Thiem, like he did in the Naito. He hit hard. It was a superb match. Well done performance, mostly by Thiem. Novak put up a hell of a performance also. And then, if they both meet in the upcoming final, I really believe that Thiem can bother him. But I don't think Novak will lose. You know why? Because he has never lost a semi-final, a final, and a final, and he's here to collect his 17th Grand Slam. He is now getting in touch of his 2 top rivals. He's getting closer. He doesn't want to miss this opportunity. That's what motivates him. That's what makes him work for this. And Thiem, he has a solid chance also, like Zverev. They can grab their first major. They have a big chance now. The problem is the best player in the world stands in their way. Can they dethrone him? I don't know. Time will tell, but like I told in my preview, I give my edge to Novak Djokovic just because he is too good right now. He looks scary good. It's not similar to the last year's campaign, but almost. And when he's on that level, nobody can touch him. All right, my friends, take care and bye bye.